go. Okay, we got the microphone. We got the green. We are receiving content, so we should be live right now. What's up, everybody? I am the Everyday Dad. Welcome to The Pillars of Action.
Action.
I was hoping for a couple. Whoop, you
Whoa.
gotta mute us.
Okay.
You gotta mute us.
How do I? Oh, not that one.
Watch out.
This one.
How does your stupid computer work?
Right, get your hands off of it.
Okay, so what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us. You got me, the Everyday Dad, and we have a surprising newcomer, the Everyday Mom. We still don't know what you're like.
Yeah, the
your
Everyday
pronoun,
Soulmate.
not your pronoun. The Everyday Life Partner is here today, so we are very excited to be joining you guys today. We have got a lot to talk about. We are very excited to be back. You know, my co-host is back here with me, so let's just kind of hop in. Let's just kind of hop into it. So, if the stream crashes or looks different, we are streaming on a totally different computer. Everything's different right now. It may not look that different, but all of the stuff on the back end is nothing. Nothing is the same right now. So I can't actually make any changes because the computer's like way over there. So we're just kind of going to go. We're just kind of rock it. So let's start off. How was your week? What have you been doing now that we haven't seen you in like forever? I mean, I kind of forgot you were around.
I'm busy working and exploring, making some friends, getting around town, stuff like that.
That sounds exciting.
The only technology I am loving right now is the Waze app. Love that.
Yeah?
Yeah, it tells me when the traffic is hot pink here in the DC area. Love it.
Is hot pink good or bad?
It's terrible.
I don't use Waze.
Like it's beyond red. It's hot pink. It's like just abandon your trip.
So there's a color beyond red.
Yeah, it's like green is good, yellow is caution,
green
red
is good.
It's gonna be a while, and like hot pink is like no,
means
you're
you're
not
a mess.
going.
Means
you're
a
not
mess.
going.
Hot pink generally means mess.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So it's nice. It reroutes you, tells you when there's like animal carcass in the road, cars on the side of the road. Maybe potential hazards, stuff like that. So
okay.
I am liking that. There's my technology tip for today. Download the Waze app.
I don't know why I was going to go, but like.
No,
I
it's
don't
true.
know.
It should be like gong, like knowledge.
We need to hire like a band, like somebody to play us on, like to play us on and play us off. And
like an intro, kind of like they have on, what's that guy's name? Jimmy, what's his name?
I think they all have them.
Not
I think
Jimmy
all
Kimmel.
late night shows have like bands. We need to have a band where they're like, and over to the everyday
Jimmy Fallon.
And to the everyday band, and they're like,
that's what it was. Oh, and then is that what they do?
That's what they would do.
That's a lot of fingers for a trumpet.
I'm not a trumpet.
You were playing the clarinet like a trumpet.
Oh,
get banned.
I was playing it. I was playing trumpet.
Yeah, you're out of your mind.
Okay, so now that the pleasantries are out of the way, let's get into. The topic of conversation for today, and obviously the title of the YouTube channel, the title of hold on, some more caffeine. We clearly need some more caffeine before we get going. Today's live stream is brought to you by Diet Cola with Lime, naturally flavored. Distributed by Food Hold USA LLC from Landover, Maryland.
Oh.
That's not,
It's from Giant, you guys.
They don't actually sponsor me.
Nobody sponsors us.
Nobody sponsors us.
Oh.
But hey, so, like the title of the title of the live stream today is I'm really we talk about this a lot, and maybe we'll start, the live streams aren't always going to focus on YouTube stuff, but apparently the live streams are my hot button. It's my way to talk to you guys about, because I'm really kind of passionate about YouTube. I love doing this stuff. I love doing it so much that we do a live show with you guys every week, but you cannot do it wrong. Okay, that's how I'm going to start off. You cannot do YouTube wrong. I get really irritated when I see videos of how you're doing YouTube wrong, how you're doing this wrong, how you're doing that wrong, how you're doing wrong, you're just wrong. Are you doing it?
Oh, no, I would never.
Oh, well, you were supposed to say, yes, I am.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
I was typing.
Are you doing it? Just say, yes, I am.
Yes.
Are you doing it?
Yeah.
You're doing it wrong.
Oh.
You're doing it wrong.
Why?
Everybody's doing it wrong. Well, you can't. You can't actually do it wrong. So here's my rationale on why you cannot do YouTube.
Wait, so let's back up the train a second. Back it up.
Okay.
So just so I get what you're saying.
Okay.
You're saying that people are saying that other people who are trying are doing it wrong.
Yes.
Just so they get views?
I don't know why they're saying it.
Like, but what's their purpose?
So,
it's not constructive when you just were like, you're wrong.
So a lot of see now your kid. I was not expecting questions. I was just getting ready to go on a rant for like 5 minutes. You totally.
You know what? I think we had enough of your like early on in the video stream rant.
There has been
raise your hand. Raise your hand.
There has been a monkey wrench thrown into my my gears. So yeah. So I have seen a lot of videos out there. A lot of Twitter personalities out there. A lot of people out there are trying to tell people how they're doing a social media product wrong. And I, in the strongest words possible, disagree. So, I grew up, maybe, and it could just be a generational thing. Maybe this is a generational thing where, when we were growing up, what's the generation where you grew up analog, but like you were born in the analog world, but then kind of grew up in the digital world?
Are we like X? Or Z?
No, I mean, we're technically millennials, but we're not millennials. Not. We are. Born after 1980. I mean, you're close to not being born after.
What? We were born the same year.
That's what I'm saying. So we are technically millennials, and maybe, like I said, maybe it's a generational thing where if you grew up with, if you grew up with the technology so much, you're just used to it, and it's maybe then you can see you're doing it wrong. But if
I am wedge says we're baby boomers. No, that's our parents. Get your hand down.
You can't. Oh shoot! She can see her part of the monitor.
Zennial. See, I knew it was like an X or a Z.
That sounds
it's an
about
X
right.
pronounced like a Z.
That sounds.
And thank you, Jonathan.
I'm sorry if you guys have any questions. Wonder Wife is here, so if you have any questions for me or for her, you can always do it at Wonder Wife or at the Everyday Dad. She's monitoring the chat. I'm monitoring you guys. Or if you really just want to like shoot to the top of the question charts, you could always send us a super chat, and that would be greatly appreciated. But like the social media thing or the online digital platforms, how long have they been around? They've been around for like maybe 10 years. Maybe 10 years. So how, like, we're all still learning how this works. Like, it's only really been a viable, place for people to earn livings, like just from making silly videos about cameras. I don't make my living here, but it's such a new phenomenon. How can you be doing it wrong? I think everybody should just do what you want to do. You have to enjoy it. You're not going to start out, making money no matter how you do it, unless you're, the outlier, a Peter McKinnon that goes from 0 to, 2.5 million in about the same amount of time. He and I have had our channels about the same amount of time. I've gotten to about 40,000 subscribers. He's gotten to like 2.5 million. He can clearly, he clearly has a little more, probably revenue from the YouTubes coming in than I do. But I really get frustrated when people put out all this. I just want to be positive. So from now on, I don't, you guys have heard me say this all the time. I don't really I generally don't do like big shout outs for people because I don't think that they do a lot of good in the, long run. 400 AGL, $5. Thanks y'all for stopping by my live stream the other night. Thank you. Well, thank you, 400. I really appreciate it. But I'm going to start shouting out positive people. So if you follow me on Twitter, and if you don't, you definitely should. It's in the description below. It's like at every_daydad. But so I shout out a guy named El Jefe. I think it's El Jefe Reviews. I'd have to check, but I'm going to start shouting out positive people because I want more positivity and just to be excited that we're all out here creating videos, whatever your genre or topic or whatever is. I want you all to understand that if you want to make a channel, you cannot do it wrong. There is no way to do it wrong. This is so long as you have a phone or you have a webcam, or you have a computer that has a camera attached to it, you cannot make content wrong. You cannot. The Everyday Wife.
I have caveats about that.
Okay.
Like you can. There's things you think you can do.
Don't do.
I will talk now.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Lloyd Mendenhall, the Grumpy Vlogger, $4.99. Baby boomers are really cool. I agree,
yes,
Lloyd.
You are.
I'm married to one.
Oh! And I'm sorry if that hurt your ears.
That hurt my ears.
I'm a child of the 80s. Okay.
Go ahead with your caveats. Let's hear the caveats.
I'm sorry, y'all, for that scream. I just wasn't expecting these comments about my age today. I was just saying the only things I could find that people would do wrong is if it's illegal or immoral or unethical. So
okay.
you know, people are going to watch what they like, and whatever they like, they're going to watch. So there you go. So, you know, be kind, you know.
Rewind.
You're stupid. You're aging us.
I'm not I'm the hip youngster. Look at my house, or my hat. Look at my hat.
Woo!
It's, you know, it makes me the cool kid.
Christina is onto us. She knows there's rum and Coke in there, and she knows that this is wine.
I'm the cool kid. Look, my hat is backwards. Oh, wait, they don't even, it's not backwards anymore. It's there. Oh. There we go.
Slim Shady in the house.
No, I saw that on a TV show, but I guess the TV show was like 10 years ago, so I guess I don't actually know. But yeah, so,
what?
You know, you really can't, seriously, so there's a lot of negativity out there. The experts like to be like, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, but you really just have to enjoy the content you make. And if you enjoy it and then eventually you can gain some traction and move on it, yes, all day long, yes. But don't get so wrapped around the axle. And I say that now as I've been doing this for what, like 18 months. I've been doing it since January of 2017. And so it's becoming like YouTube's kind of turned into a big part of my life. I mean, we're sitting in a room I have dedicated to it with cameras, and there's a bed on the wall right here next to me to try to make audio better. Like, can I get this?
No.
Look, there's a bed right there. So YouTube has kind of become like very important to me, and I want to encourage growth, because what's going to happen is, and it's like this with any organization, it's like this with anything on earth, is I am Wedge here for some furniture dye. Those colors went out in the 70s, plus get a case of real soda. Well, I can do that with this. I'm not allowed to get rid of these chairs.
People hate these chairs.
I hate these chairs.
I love them.
There's a reason why we have the chairs here.
Comfy.
I hate these chairs. I hate them.
If you didn't have them, you'd be sitting on the floor.
No, I'd be sitting
in
another
sleeping
chair.
on them. Sleeping on them.
I'd be getting another one. But thanks so much, I Am Wedge. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
But yeah, just go out and create content. If you need seriously, if you need help creating content, you can always shoot me an email. You can always shoot me a DM in Twitter. I try to respond. It gets harder as the channel gets bigger. I get hundreds of comments a day now, and I do try to respond to as many of them as I can. But if you are creating content and you need help, reach out. I'm not an expert. I've only, I make funny videos about camera. Well, okay. I make funny videos. I make dad jokes about cameras. But if you need any help, let me know. I want to help you guys and gals, but I'm not going to help spread negativity. There's no way to do it wrong. You can only, if you're doing it right. Where's the mic? Oh.
Don't drop it. Well, do not drop it.
This one's hooked in. Can I see your mic real quick?
No.
For unrelated reasons? I just want to do an audio test real quick.
No, I doubt it. I see the mischievity in your eyes.
Hold on.
What? Don't break something. Oh, did you?
I did not break it. I think that was me dropping the mic, by the way, because it's it's the
Rode.
How much more
video
YouTuber
mic?
does that get than dropping a Rode microphone? Right? I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, go out and create your own content, and if you need any help, let me know. I'll help you out as best I can. So we normally do on the live streams, we do Pillars of Creation. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that this week because, so right now, normally we stream on a laptop that's sitting right here. I have my laptop, I have a laptop here, but we're now streaming on a new computer I got. So I'm trying to take this into I'm trying to make some not business moves, but I'm trying to treat it like more of a business. So I'm leasing out a lot of my, not automations equipment. Yeah, leasing out my automations equipment. So I've got an iMac over there that we're streaming through, so I can't physically touch stuff. So I got to figure out how we're going to keep doing, because I don't want to stop doing Pillars of Creation, all that stuff. You got to give me this week to figure it all out. But how does it look? Okay? Are we let us know if we're looking good, because I'm still not sure on this. One of the nice things about the Apple lease stuff, when you do their business lease, is you get a chance to try it out before you commit to the lease. So I've still got 2 weeks on this. If it doesn't look good, or if it's not doing it for you guys, let us know, because we'll send it back. Editing is really great on it though. It's spicy fiery. Okay, do we have any questions so far? I've got the stick of talking right now. This is the talking stick.
Oh.
There we go.
Wait, but What do you mean?
That was a joke.
Are you
it's from The Simpsons.
Boy Scout camp?
It's from The Simpsons.
It's from Girl Scouts and Boy Scout camp.
Talking stick.
It's so like only one person can talk at a time.
Okay.
But
do you have the talking stick?
You're not a good sharer.
I have the talking stick.
I know.
You don't have the talking stick.
You talk over me all the time.
Right
Raise
now.
your hand if he talks too much.
Who has the talking stick though? That's what I'm talking about. So do we have any questions? What's up to the chat? Do we got any? So if you guys have any questions or anything, I can just talk about whatever. I just want people to be positive. I just want positivity. Don't be negative. If you're being negative, I'm going to start taking some harsher, maybe not harsher. I'm not going to be negative about it, but I'm going to stop following people that are negative. Because, like, I get so... We've talked about this before. I have kind of a fiery / angry personality sometimes. You don't necessarily see it in the videos as much because I can edit the videos when I'm like, oh, blah, blah, this is messed up. Blah. So you don't see that as much. On the lives, you see it a little more, but... I get really angry on Twitter when I see, like, you're doing this wrong and you're doing this wrong. It's like, you can't, like, this is such a new medium. Like, nobody knows, like, in 5 years, digital online video could be a totally different thing. With 5G coming out now, we could be in, like, a whole new thing where who knows what the next big thing is going to be. There's no way to, if you are creating, you're not doing it wrong. I'm not going to drop the mic again because I might break it the second time.
We're getting crazy here today, but it's definitely something passionate that you feel everybody should be supported instead of put down. But
Mark Attardo, were you frustrated when you first started and had few views? Absolutely. Well, actually no. The most frustrating part. So when I started out, I was pretty embarrassed about making YouTube videos. Like when I first started out, what was my first like? I got really fortunate in my first. Well, so we've seen my first video. It was the one with the buddy. The Me for Buddies kit, the first aid kit for kids.
Yeah, the first aid kit.
We've seen that. That was my first video, but so the first video that's the first video I made, but the first video I released was the that 3D printer. What was the Monoprice Select 3D printer mini? I made that, and I was very fortunate in that got like 10,000 views. That was my most viewed video until I made the DJI Spark video. So at the beginning, I was kind of embarrassed about it. I didn't actually know what I was doing, but what frustrated me the most, and we've seen the graph where, so I made, if you look on my analytics, I can't show you because I'm not at the computer to move stuff right now. If you look at my analytics, you'll see like I made the DJI Spark videos. The channel's like doing this. I'm like, oh my goodness. But then it like, bleh, and then it just won't budge. Like that's the most frustrated I get is when it's like I've seen it. Like YouTube gave it to me. Like they gave me the growth, and then it like goes down. And we're actually like right now as we're talking about it, the channel is just coming out of another one of those. So we like January and February were fantastic months for the channel. I think the Mavic Air and there were a few other videos that I made that did fantastic. But then we spent March, April. No, March was good. We spent May and June just like going down again. And that's what's frustrating the most is when you know that your content at least can do this, but sometimes the algorithm does not favor you. Sometimes it just is like, hey, it's not your time, and your views go down, and that's frustrating. But you got to keep up. You got to keep up and keep at it. And that's where enjoying what you do matters more than, being perfect about it or perfectly aligning your ones and your zeros up with the algorithm. You have to enjoy what you do because you could be perfect across the board in everything. And I'm not saying I am, but you could be perfect across the board in everything, and YouTube will still not show your videos to people. Nobody knows why YouTube shows a video to a person. Nobody knows that except YouTube themselves. So that's the most frustrating part. That's the most frustrating part.
Hey.
Jeremiah, what's up?
Does the Rode Video mic need batteries?
The Rode Video Mic Pro Plus does need a battery, but it comes with a rechargeable battery. I think you can also use AAAs in this thing, but this thing lasts, I am shocked. I've had this thing for 3 or 4 months now. I think it's 3 months. And I use it almost every single day for maybe 30, 45 minutes when I'm doing like my talk and head videos. I've only recharged this thing once. Like it lasts a creepily long amount of time. Like a creepily, I guess in a good way.
Creepily.
A shockingly.
Yes.
Shockingly, the battery in this thing lasts a long amount of time. It's really great. It's really great. Hold on, I was just getting ready to respond to Jeremiah McIntosh. When you started, how many subs were you averaging per month? I don't here. Hold on. Let us find out. We can go to no, don't install that now. Okay, later. Sorry, I almost installed an update on us, and then we would never have found out. Hold on, to Social Blade. It wasn't. I mean, it's never very much. Like probably. I have been fortunate in that the everyday dad. That's me.
Oh, God bless.
So what? Everyday wife. What's going on in the chat while I'm looking this up?
Bill Utah has arrived.
What's
everybody.
up, Bill Utah? What's
We
up,
got
Bill
the
Utah?
Maxwells here.
What's up, Maxwell's?
We
I can't
got
wait.
Stan Cook is here.
How do I see it? Well, it's not. I mean,
Saw
not
Marcus
much.
Hardo.
Like it when you start out, it's never very.
Thomas
much.
Gerdes. Sorry, I'm just hollering out all the spanners.
But yeah, it's never much. You just gotta slowly get into it. Like I said, I've been fortunate enough in that I've made certain videos where like things got really popular, and I just kind of rode some coattails, and it's worked out. It's worked out pretty well. It's worked out pretty well for me.
What happened to the fidget spinner?
Help it out. Which fidget spinner?
I don't know. Did you?
I made one. I made a video about making fidget spinners. I have no idea.
It's downstairs.
I made it, and then we've moved since then, so who knows where it went after that.
It's downstairs. You know what? It's in the car.
One of the fidget spinners made it into a DJI Spark video, I think.
Of yours?
Yeah,
the
like
3D
the unboxing.
Printer,
The unboxing of the original DJI Spark, my white one that I originally got. I think I was fidgeting because I made the fidget spinner. I think that's crazy. It absolutely. Well, so I am Wedge. I don't think tags really matter at all. Like they say the YouTube AI can read and understand at like a 6th grade level. So what I think happens, I don't have any proof of this, is I think when it's doing processing, it does like a quick like overview. It like kind of reads the stuff of your channel. Because if you leave it in there, like I upload and process my videos the day before, so by the time it actually goes public, it has like captions, it has subtitles and all that already automatically built in. I mean, they're not great, but YouTube can learn a lot about your video just when it's uploaded. I mean, I'm sure tags help it with that initial push, but I'm not sure how important they actually are because I don't know. I'd be interested to see some like background information on YouTube. And yeah, channels go up and down all the time. It just goes up and down and up and down and up and down. Help at home. Does Ted do keyword research, Google Keyword Planner before making a video? Sometimes I will if I'm like, well, what camera or what camera he's calling you?
I know.
Hold on. The everyday wife has got to go run. We got the everyday kid yelling from downstairs. Can you?
Okay.
I can't yell to him or I will destroy the audio. Hold on. The everyday dad. We do have a kid. That's not just like a random name.
Hold on.
So.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, we will see the everyday wife in just a second.
Maybe. We'll see.
See, planer off. But what was the? So I don't use Google Keyword Planner unless I'm like, I don't exactly know what I'm gonna make a video. I generally know what I'm gonna make my videos about a month in advance. Sometimes when I just have no idea, I'll like, okay, what's more popular, and then I'll go to Best Buy or something and try something out. But generally, I don't. I kind of just make what I want to make. That's why I'm starting to like shy away from companies that send me stuff. Because when a company sends me stuff, obviously they want a video made about it, and I just don't like being constrained by that. I like making the content that I want to make when I want to make it. I don't necessarily like having companies send me stuff, and then I'm like, well, I got to make a video about this now. And if I'm not feeling it, then it's going to be a bad video. And so I don't know. I don't actually do that. Fortune AGL, Ted, watch your wife. I'll steal Mr. Wonderful Boy. Help me with my videos. She doesn't really help. She doesn't really help with the videos. She just, likes making fun of me during the live streams. Photo Gear Fun. Do I advertise my channel at all? Not. I mean, I'm on Twitter and I shoot out some tweets about it. That's one of the nice things about, YouTube is you can grow organically where you can just grow by people finding your stuff. And that's really the only way I've done it. I have done, when I first started out and I was like, man, I really just want to get this going. I did run a few Google/YouTube ads, but they don't work. Like I mean, they haven't worked for me, because what happened is I thought my video was good. I thought it was going to be a great video. So I was like, let's run some ads on it. And it was actually a terrible video. I mean, it was the one where the everyday kid started kindergarten for the first day. And it was short. It was a vlog, which is, you should never advertise a vlog. You should only advertise videos that are kind of made for advertising, like tomorrow to advertise your channel. I advertised that video, but what happened is a bunch of people clicked on it because it came up and they clicked on it. But you see, everybody abandons the video right out of the beginning, and so it killed the video. I mean, it had a lot of views, but they were all paid views, and then died, and then immediately died. The Mitten Dad. How do some folks get 1,000 subs over a month? Others would get 10 with solid content. Discouraging. That is nobody. Like I said, nobody understands the YouTube algorithm. The algorithm favors some people at times, and then they fall, and then it favors other people at times, and then they fall. You have to enjoy what you make. So there's a channel. What is that channel's name? Oh, it starts with a K. Well, she blew up overnight. Like, she went from 0 subscribers. In 6 months, she had 100,000 subscribers because she was talking about pop sockets. Because pop sockets were the in thing. Her views were getting hundreds of thousands of views per video. But then, who even talks about pop sockets anymore? Nobody does. So her channel, pew! You have got to enjoy what you're doing, because there will be up times and there will be down times. No matter what your content is, no matter who you are, it will not... There are outliers, again, like Peter McKinnon. Hold on. She's back. But there are outliers, like I said. There are the Peter McKinnons out there that just, for some reason, they just rock it up. I mean, he has great content, don't get me wrong. They just rock it up, and there are other channels that do really, really well, but nobody knows why a video goes in front of another person, and that's why you have to enjoy what you do. If I didn't make any money on this, yeah, I'd have to change some of the things I do. I do fund the channel off of the profits, or the revenue from the channel gets fund. Every dime goes back into the channel. That's why we get new cameras to talk about. We get new streaming stuff, because I want to make the channel as good of an experience for you guys as possible. And I want to make it as good for you guys as possible. And that's what. But if the money vanished, if the video stopped getting views, I mean, if we stopped getting views altogether, I'd have to reevaluate what we're doing, and we might have to downgrade cameras and equipment a little bit. But I'd still probably make videos, because I just am fascinated and I enjoy making the videos. And you have to enjoy it. You have to enjoy it, or YouTube will chew you up and spit you out. I don't want people to say so my positivity is positive, but it is hard work. It is hard work. I'm finally getting to the point where, if you check out my Social Blade, I just realized this for the first time. We've had we're on this really nice, I mean, like I said, some months are up and down, but we're up and down in a general upward direction. And that is really, that is awesome. But I make videos 3 times a week, and we do a live stream every Saturday, and it's just, I keep on. And that's, I mean, it's good and it's bad. If you're not an outlier, if you're just a regular person doing this, there's a lot of work that has to go into it. But it is possible, so that's where the positivity comes in, and we just keep doing it. What were you laughing about? I saw some laughing.
Oh, man, the comments. I love you guys. Oh, man. Lindsay says, don't quit your day job for music. Isn't that the truth?
She yells at me all the time.
You know how some people are tone deaf and they have 3 notes, low, medium, and high? But he actually has a 4th falsetto. Go on.
I don't want to do it. That's what you hear when I say pillars of action. Action.
But he tries. He has enthusiasm.
And that's what counts.
Sometimes it's to the point where it's it's charming, and then it's a little offensive, but it's all done in love.
High five.
Okay. These people are hating these chairs. Where do we get these
I hate these chairs. I hate these chairs.
Oh my word! No, they're so comfy, you guys. They're so comfy.
They are not that comfortable.
I got them to use for a book nook. And
so these chairs, so now they're in the office where nobody sees them except you guys. These used to be in our main foyer,
and everyone would always comment on
and everybody would look at them and be like, "We judge you people. You people are being judged."
No,
that's what they were thinking on the inside.
No, they were not.
They were absolutely thinking that.
Everybody loves us. They don't care about our chairs.
I hate these chairs.
They were like, "Have you made us food, and do you have some entertainment?" And we've got that. We've got that.
They suck.
They just can't drink our Cherry Coke Zero.
I don't even drink the cherry. Well, I need to go get. See, here's the problem: is this cheap soda is awesome because it's cheap, and the Cherry Coke Zero around here is like 3 times as expensive. The Basic Pilot: do people unsubscribe after watching some of your videos? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hold on, let me. It's like a huge amount too. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Let me see here. Yeah, where did my phone go? I don't think it shows you that on the phone, but I think I lose. The last time I checked, I don't check it very often. Hey, we also didn't shoot out the tweet. We got to send out the tweet that we're live. Oh, hold on. Talk for a second.
Jonathan Maxwell says, "Do the movers judge you for the chairs?" No, that's the last thing they judge us for.
They judge us for the chairs.
What was the most embarrassing item of something we had
just
to
the amount of crap we had in the house? So our last house had attic space in the top floor, and what you don't realize when you're living in a place is you start filling up that attic space, and out of sight, out of mind. So we now live in a house that is half the size of our old house because housing costs are much more in the DC area. And the biggest part was when the movers, I guess the guy that came and did the evaluation didn't really understand what was in the attic, because when the packers showed up and they walked into that room, they were like, "Oh man, we don't have enough of anything, and this is going to take way longer than we thought." That was the most embarrassing part. Not any one thing, but just when they walked in and it looked like we were a bunch of hoarders, because somebody is a bit of a hoarder.
That is not true. Look, we're like gypsies.
Don't say we.
Gotta move.
Don't say
so we have a box of childhood stuff because our parents insist.
A box.
Maybe 2. But we can't just put them somewhere.
Don't lie to these. You were just talking about.
We can't put them in storage.
Don't lie to these.
Because we move. Y'all know this.
Okay, so to answer the Basic Pilot's question, I have my analytics up right now. So in the last 28 days, I've actually gained 4,800 subscribers, but I've lost 570. So I don't know. I mean, I've never unsubscribed from a channel myself, so I don't know why people unsubscribe. I guess people don't like my videos, but that's something that happens all the time. You're always going to see people leave, or there's bots that follow you or subscribe to you, and YouTube calls them from time to time, and you'll just go through that. So I do end up losing some, at the same time. That's why David Ma. I'm not grumpy today. No, I'm just going a good old fashioned rant about negativity because we should be positive.
Right. It seems kind of hypocritical to be.
You can be angry and be positive. I'm positively angry. Rants can be good. I'm not being negative about it. I'm just being energetic. But yeah. I want to start slamming this down, but I don't know that it's strong enough for it. This is so I just got this. This is a monopod. I've never had a monopod before.
Lindsay Murphy is calling you out. She's saying you are a tech hoarder. You know what, Lindsay?
I am not.
You're right.
I don't have that much in here.
Says the guy who has a whole room full of gear.
I mean...
Lindsay. Hashtag friends forever.
So I can see 3 tripods right now. 4 computers. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras. Well, 4 regular cameras, and then probably okay. Look, my stuff doesn't take up as much space as her stuff. That's all that I'm saying. That's
rude.
All I'm saying.
How many rooms do I have in this house full of my stuff? 1. Our bedroom. Oh my word.
Daniel Baldry, hey Ted, is there a way to follow up on your unsubscribed viewers? If there is, I have no idea. You just can't let it bother you. You gotta. The biggest thing that you can control is making your content a little bit better, figuring out digging into your analytics, and not when I say analytics, I don't just mean dig into who's how many people are watching you, your watch time or all that stuff. Dig into your retention graph. That is the most important thing. If you have spikes of people rewatching, figure out why they're rewatching and maybe move it around. Maybe if you can make your whole video that interesting, do the best that you can. And you just try to get a little better each time. If that means, streamlining your process so that you mentally feel better. Like, a big part of this that people don't talk about is, yeah, the content's good, it has to be good, but you have to mentally be in a good place where if you burn yourself out, that's another thing that frustrates me. Chalk it up, 2 rants in one video. 2 rants in one live stream. Well,
write it in your diary.
You probably had a few last time too, but you weren't here for that, so it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Sorry, I wasn't here for crowd control.
But so another thing that frustrates me is this, like, entrepreneur hustle, grind. You're sleeping, you're doing it wrong. Don't sleep, don't eat. All you need to be doing is grinding until your fingers are nubs from typing out your blog posts. Your throat is hoarse from doing your podcast and your Twitter and your Instagram and your IGTV and your YouTube. You need to do everything all at once forever. If you take a break, you suck. That drives me crazy. I see that on Twitter and people are just like, I think people have learned the wrong lesson from Gary Vee. So you've heard me talk about Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yeah.
Love the guy's books. I have like 2 or 3 of his books. I follow him on everything because he does do everything. But
is he the one that wrote How to Make Videos That Don't Suck?
no, that was a guy that actually makes video stuff. He's the guy that makes, like, he's the social media guy that he's pretty popular.
Okay.
But anyway, so the lesson that people learn from Gary Vaynerchuk is don't sleep, work until you're dead, and don't ever enjoy anything. I think the lesson to learn from Gary Vaynerchuk is you have to do what you can with what you have. If you burn out, you're no use to anybody. Like, if you stop making content because you can't tolerate the sight of your camera again, then, you've failed. Like, you have to sustainably make it. And the thing that Gary Vaynerchuk says, and I'm trying to get to the next step of his thing is, say you make your YouTube channel and you start making $100 a month. Do you take that $100 a month and, like, buy $100 worth of, I don't know, what do people buy $100 worth of, like
frivolous or like neat?
Yeah, like free, not like, do you take that $100 and spend it on $100 worth of Cherry Coke Zero, or do you take that $100 and maybe invest it back into your channel? So do you take that, let's say you start making $100 a month, maybe you take $50 a month and pay, like, you want to outsource as much as you can, as fast as you can, so that you have more time to be either more creative and look forward, or just to, like, have more mental space. Like, that, I cannot overstate how important it is to have good mental space where you're just like the last thing you want to do is burn out. Because if you burn out, you may never come back. Like, this is a huge opportunity that we have right here. And that's another thing I agree with Gary Vee, in that, 2 Garys, I'm just... I'm just saying, but another thing that I agree with him about is that we are at a huge opportunity right now. Like, yes, the best time to plant the tree, to start the social media thing was 10 years ago. And I had a Twitter account 10 years ago that was really starting to show some promise. I think I had like over 1,000 Twitter followers when that was like unheard of. And do I wish I'd kept that up to see what it was today? I absolutely do. But the next best time is today, because it's just going to keep getting bigger, and more people are getting onto the internet, onto YouTube. As more people want to make the content, more people will consume. It's just great time. You got to sustainably do it, and then, delegate and outsource as soon as you can. That's the step that I'm trying to do right now. Is I think I have I've got all the bones of what I need. I've got the cameras I need. I've got the computer I need. Now, as the channel gets bigger, I'm trying to find, like, people to do work instead of me doing the work. So, but that's, mental space. Don't grind until you just, like, burn out. I would say don't do daily content. If you don't have a team behind you, or you're not like some kind of outlier that can do daily content, don't do it, because I did it and it crushed me into dirt. And I would never, like, that was me burning my mental state out. Like, it took me time to recover from that. And you got to find what you can sustainably do, and you can do it. You just got to sustainably do it.
Is that camera the Sony A7 III?
This is the Sony A7 III.
Okay, good. That's what I'm writing.
A Family 5. I love coming back here. He always gives good advice and is always encouraging. Well, thanks so much. I try to be, like, when I say if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. I mean, yeah, it's a really cool catchphrase, and I got to take it. I'm not a very creative person, so I got to take it where I can get it. But I really believe that. Like, I no kidding. Like, we've talked about this. I'm not a very smart person. But if I can do this, you can trust me. I'm as average as an average person gets. If I can figure it out, you 100% can absolutely figure it out. So, no kidding. No kidding. Jeremiah McIntosh Weekly is hard. Yeah, no, whatever, like, and again, when it comes to enjoying what you do, don't just do it because you think the YouTube algorithm says, yes, the YouTube algorithm wants you to make more videos, but there are also channels that make videos once a month or less than that, and they blow up. So look at the animation channels right now. Like, they release a video like once a month, and they get millions of views. I'm not saying that'll happen to you overnight, but you just got to make good content, or make content you enjoy. You can always work on it. Like, get a little bit better each time. And then, what's the best way to eat what's the best way to eat an elephant? What did I just say?
Nope. I didn't listen at all. I'm reading the comments.
This is a microcosm of how our life actually works. But the best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. Oh. One bite at a time. Get a little bit better, and you will do great things.
Don't eat elephants. They're endangered.
And they're endangered, but it's a saying.
Okay. I'll promptly forget it.
You didn't even hear it the first time.
I didn't. No, because people are chatting me, and I'm like responding. That's what I like to do.
Nikolai, I don't even understand the answers you give me on Twitter. Well, what? The last time you asked me was something about like using your camera. Yeah, you want. So if I remember correctly, you were asking me about proper camera settings. So what we all strive to get is the 180-degree shutter angle rule, which basically means whatever the frames per second you're shooting at. So we're currently shooting at 60 frames per second. The shutter speed on my camera is 120. So you always want the shutter speed to be twice the frame rate to make it look as natural as possible. You don't always have to do this. You can break the rule, because rules were made to be broken. But that's generally what we're looking to do. I am Wedge. One thing about drones is YouTube is that the market is saturated. Every market is saturated. Every single market on YouTube is saturated. If you come up with something 100% brand new that people enjoy watching, you will explode, because what was it? The What's Inside channel. They went from like nothing to like millions of subscribers in a year because they did something that nobody had ever seen before, but people really enjoyed watching it. But everything is oversaturated. Every single thing. But you can still grow. It just takes time. Like I said, the best time to do it was 10 years ago. Like, if you want to like some of the huge channels that put out boring content, they staked their claim years ago, and they now have loyal followings that will watch their videos even though they are boring, and it drives me crazy. But the next best time is now. I mean, yeah, we all, like, us small creators right now are infinitely better than smaller. We're infinitely better at making content than they were 5 years ago because they didn't have the competition we have now. You can still do it. It's just going to be a little harder. And I mean, it is 100% still possible. But everything is oversaturated right now. Everything. James Grun, what's the difference between an elephant and a telephone pole because motorcycles don't have doors? What's the difference? I don't get it. I don't get the joke.
But you read it.
Lindsay Murphy, Cody Warner just posted a vid about rule breaking. I need to start watching more of his stuff because he's I told you about him. So he is a vlogger. He lives in the Seattle area, but he just got like Peter McKinnon. We're talking about a lot about Peter McKinnon tonight.
All right, Peter McKinnon love, I guess.
He just brought him out to his channel. He talked about him, the great stuff he's doing, and the channel. The few videos I've seen have been really great. But he seems like a really positive dude. I follow him on Twitter too, and that's what I'm talking about. Like positivity. Don't be negative about it. We gotta be positive. We gotta be positives. Absolutely. Parked in a van, midgets in green chairs. I am 100% a midget.
We are not midgets.
I mean, I'm okay. I mean, I'm shorter than the average height. Mark Tardo, how many subs do you need to get a YouTube URL with your name? I don't remember. How many is that? I don't know. It wasn't 10,000. It was when I first became a partner, which was 10,000 views, but I don't remember I don't know what it is now. But I would say as soon as you can, get that custom URL because it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Cody lives in Harrisburg, PA, not Seattle. Why was I thinking Seattle? They just did a meetup in Seattle. That's what made me think about it. But I love Seattle, by the way. Johnson Drummer, $2. What's up, guys? What's up with you? Thanks so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it.
Tim Scott.
Stan Cook, in the old days, it was hard to get a hold on YouTube when you could only put up max 30-second videos. Absolutely. Absolutely. I was just watching some, I tweeted about this. I was just watching some videos from like 6 years ago. The Everyday Kid and I were doing the Harlem Shake up here for like 10 minutes the other day.
It was cute. Awesome. It was cute.
It was awesome. We need to get back to that. Tim Scott, I think your wife is the one that keeps you in line. I've learned this as well. Good men always have a better woman.
Go on. Give me a compliment. Go on. Try.
I agree.
That's cheating.
That's not cheating. I just said I agree.
Yeah. No add-on? Nothing else to say? Oh, gotta drink your drink?
I do. My throat's getting scratchy.
So y'all see where he's sleeping tonight? On the green chairs.
Help at home saturated perhaps, but the Everyday Dad, for example, is a very unique creator. Never stop and think, oh, another tech video. It's only saturated if your channel is a clone of another, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could even consider my channel a vlog channel because I don't consider myself. So here's how I see the Everyday Dad as a channel. Like, here's what I strive to make the channel to be. Is I think there's 1,000 experts on YouTube. There's 1,000.
What? Just mirroring your sentiments.
I'm about to do a heart to heart here. I'm trying to do a heart to heart here.
I know, because you're getting Italian on me.
Don't. Okay, but so I see the Everyday Dad as like there's 1,000 experts out there. There's 1,000 people that can tell you, watch your head.
We can do. Oh.
There's 1,000 people out there that can tell you everything about the internals, about this camera, how to make videos with it, everything you need to know. That's great. And there needs to be those experts out there. But I think of the Everyday Dad as just like, I'm a regular guy. I don't really need all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And there's not a lot of channels out there that say, hey, here's what like a regular person needs to care about. Like if I wanted to know about, I just make videos that I would like to watch.
And you do watch them a lot to make sure they're perfect before they go live.
I do. Too. But so that's where I think of the Everyday Dad. I don't consider myself an expert. So maybe these are like vlogs. And then it's easier in a vlog to care about, the person over the content. Because I guess like an expert channel, you're more concerned about the a how-to video. You only watch a how-to video to figure out how to do whatever it is you're looking for, and then you go away. I think. I don't make how-to videos, but that's what I think. So maybe. What's
Kaio DiBiase wants to know, do you have plans to make online courses like Skillshare or so? Huge fan in Brazil. Yay, thank you from Brazil.
I've thought about it. People have asked me before, but I don't know what would you, so if I was going to make an online course, because this would be like, I feel like making an online course would be I'm at like the perfect cusp of what I can do between my full-time job, hanging out with the family, and doing the YouTube stuff. I think I'm running at maybe not peak efficiency, but I'm running about, I don't want to put more, if you followed me on Twitter the other day, I went for a run and it sucked. I was like, whoa, I gotta take a step back from YouTube a little bit, maybe spend a little less time on that and get back into, because I used to be a big triathlete. Before I started YouTube, I was doing half Ironmans, and I'm not trying to brag. This is where like what I feel like I need to do is I used to do half Ironmans, a triathlon like every other week. And I went for like a 2-mile run the other day and almost died. And I was like, okay, we gotta spend some less time on the YouTube stuff and more time on our physical thing. So I think I'm like just now hitting like a really good spot between family, work, YouTube. So if I do a skill course, if I make a course, that's gonna veer a little. I'm gonna have to take time away from something else. So I would love to make one, but what would you guys want it to be on? Let me know what you would be a little more interested in. Maybe me deep diving in on, like maybe. Like how you can actually make a video, like how to script, how to film, how to edit. Because I spend about 5 hours on each video, and I try to whittle that time down each time. And this computer actually has gone a long way towards doing that. But if you're curious, if you want me to make a course or something, let me know what you guys would be curious about. What you would be curious about. Where are we at? Rick Halbert, I just broke 100 subs last week. Congratulations, Rick. That's awesome. That is awesome. 51 Drones, what's up, man? Do you feel that becoming more active on Twitter recently helped you in your YouTube channel? No, not at all. I don't have a big enough Twitter following, really to push people to the YouTube. I just like Twitter because I like talking to like everybody. That is what I like about Twitter. I mean, yeah, I say like, hey, come watch my video, but I really just do that to kind of like, maybe if somebody retweets that, somebody's like, oh, hey, here's a guy that I can, maybe like, I mean, it is such a small part of my traffic, but I just really like Twitter. Twitter is right up there with YouTube as my favorite like thing I like to spend my time on. I clearly have stopped doing Facebook. I really want to do Instagram. I just don't. I've kind of given up on Instagram too because I hate taking pictures. I like making videos.
All these cameras and you don't like taking pictures.
Well, I make videos with them. I use them for their videos.
Instagram is also a platform for videos. Did you know that?
But it's not. The Instagram compression is terrible. Nobody likes vertical video. Nobody likes vertical video. I mean, at least I don't. So Instagram's not really my thing. I like Twitter and I like YouTube. Lover of Tech, hey, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. Lover of Tech, I love. He's got Lover of Tech. If you're still here, because I see that this was a while ago. That dude and I, our minds are in sync when it comes to camera stuff. Like he just got the. I think you've got an A6300 with the Sigma 16mm f1.4. Beautiful combination. I love that combination.
Aaron wants to know any 360 camera recommendations. Don't make the face.
I mean...
Don't make the face.
I haven't really yet found a 360 camera that I really like. The closest I've come is the Insta360 Insta360 sent me their one camera to review. Didn't I? Oh, I was going to give that away, but I can find the box, but I can't find the camera. The box is actually right there. It was okay, but the video quality was not very good. I've heard good things about the Rilo or the Kylo. I think it's the Rilo. I've never used it. I think 360 cameras are going to be a bigger part in the future. They just haven't reached the point yet. They haven't reached the point yet.
What do you recommend for editing software on Windows since you use a Mac?
People generally seem to like the Adobe. Seem to like the Adobe suite. You can always get the free version of DaVinci Resolve. That is a very powerful editing platform. I would love to switch to DaVinci Resolve because you can color grade inside of it. I don't do any color grading. I probably wouldn't do it anyway. I just would like to do something that doesn't require me to be a slave to Mac. But I am just I know Final Cut Pro. I've tried DaVinci, I've tried Adobe, and I just can't get into them the same way that I do the Bruce Almighty. Was it Bruce Almighty? Was that the name of the movie? Where he's typing. That's how I feel when I'm doing Final Cut Pro. And when I do DaVinci, I'm click. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what's happening. So DaVinci Resolve is free. So I would say that one. Make that one. Life of Tech. Hey, what's up, man? I really appreciate that. Jeremiah McIntosh. I don't really stick to a schedule. I just create when I can, and I don't stick to a niche. It may hurt my channel, but I create content I love. Exactly. You got to make stuff that you enjoy. And you may not have a niche. I didn't have a niche at first either. We've talked about this before. I started off making moto vlogs and 3D printing videos and daily vlogs and slime videos. And eventually I was I found that drone. I was wow, I kind of like making videos. Oh, I really like making videos. So let's talk about making videos. Or I love cameras. So it's where I was able to find what I really like to talk about. And that's, you just naturally you should naturally fall into that as you go. Which is great. Which I am way behind on the comments. What do you got? Anything up there?
People, you all are making me laugh tonight. Thank you. I love Team Wonder Wife. You guys always make my night. So thank you. There's always, whenever Mac versus Windows comes up, there's always Team Mac, Team Windows show up, throw up. Got to get their words in. So thank you. That's always funny too.
I am team whatever.
People are still commenting about the chairs. You know what? They're not going anywhere. So if you find that they're fugly, that's okay.
Help pineapple.
Look.
That was our safety word, pineapple.
He's
Help
not
me, guys.
here. He's not. Infinite altitude is not here. He can't save
help
you.
me, guys. I cannot tolerate these. I hate these chairs. Look, if
Lindsay
do not
Murphy,
judge me on the chairs.
She asked a very great question. I can't wait to answer this.
Oh, it's a question for you?
Yes.
Then do I get to read it?
How'd you feel about the daily vlogs? I want to and have in the past, but hubby says a hard no. Lindsay Murphy.
We'll do your perspective on it first, and then I'll say what happened from my perspective. Go ahead.
Lindsay, darling, listen here. Do you want to stay married? Because vlogs are terrible. I hated it. Like, he would be carrying around these cameras. They'd be clipped onto shopping carts. He'd be talking to them. And I'm like trying to get the milk and the butter. And I would just be so frustrated. People would stare at us. I just felt like be in the moment. And it was just a constant like, okay, well, if you don't want to be in the shot, stand over here. If you don't want to do this, do this. And I'm like, let's just get the groceries and get gone. I hate it. I'm on your husband's team, Team Mr. Murphy.
So
hated it.
From the creator standpoint, it was hard because there was so much, resistance to it. So, if you're trying to make daily content, your family's kind of a big part of that. So I still, even when I was making daily content, I didn't really want the everyday kid to be in it. I feel weird about me being an adult, making money off of a thing and putting my kid in that. That just makes me feel weird. I know there's lots of channels out there that, I think the most viewed channel on YouTube is a kid's channel. Like I think it's Ryan's Toys Review. But I feel like my moral compass says that's not maybe the best thing. So even then I couldn't get him on it. And he's a big part of my life. And she was so against it. It caused a lot of friction between the two of us because I'm like, I just got to film this. And
it was like filming all day, editing all night. It was just a constant onslaught. It's a lot better now where there's like time dedicated. Film, edit, done. Film, edit, done. It's not constant like, so, no. Or, hey, I'm thinking this, or this is what I'm doing, and look at my shoes, and I'm going to get my coffee and watch me get my I was like, oh, wow. No.
So it did not work out for our family.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't. Would I do daily content if I could hire an assistant, not daily vlogs, but if I could get like a team around it? Because I do think the biggest channels and the best channels have a team around them, and I want to start making those steps to building out a team. I think we could probably do more content then, but like if you're a solo person, I don't know how people do daily content. I really don't, and that's like I said earlier, the mental state is just as important as the content. Because if you can't keep that mental up, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Jonathan Maxwell says that your vlogs might like hook people onto the channel. Jonathan Maxwell, did you get hooked on the channel from the vlogs? Comment below. Curiosity.
So, and I've heard that like once you get like an audience, vlogs help a lot because it's kind of like, and we've talked about this before, where there's like different buckets of content. So like there's, the videos that bring people in, and the RX 100 Mark 6 videos. They bring people in, but then, you build the community by talking with people, like doing live streams. I do live streams instead of vlogs. I guess there's some ways that you could do vlogs that way. I like doing live stuff better than vlogs because it's just so much. It's terrible. Keith Barbovich, touche. If you're still here, you can do it. You can do YouTube wrong with vertical video. I hate vertical video.
Okay.
Like your eyes are not made like this. Your eyes are not like this. They're like this. Widescreen is how the brain works.
Wow. We have a doctor in the house, you guys.
Photo Gear Fun, $5. Thanks for the show and the Twitter banner this week. Well, thanks so much. Yeah, if you guys want to interact with me, I mean, yeah, the live streams are a good place, but I love Twitter. I love it. Because, so I saw, Stan Cook, I saw you saying, like, Twitter can absolutely be a negative place. There's some cesspools of Twitter. You just block them. Look,
block them.
The comment section of my videos and my Twitter feed are not a democracy. I have no qualms in blocking people because, like, I'm not going to, like I said, I just want to be around positive people. I want, I don't want to, like, generate a cesspool. And so I just, look, not a democracy. This is you want to be a jerk, you're not welcome here. So, you I'm way behind. Do you got any other comments? I'm way behind. I'm trying to.
Some people actually like those vlogs. I can't even believe it. It's like our longtime, like Spanners, right? Spanners. I can't hardly believe it. At least you're not here for the Timmy business.
We can watch the Timmy video again.
No.
I like the Timmy
Jim
video.
Jim H says no more Timmy.
Oh yeah, Jim. Hey, we got your card. Thank you so much. I took a picture of it to tweet it out, and then I forgot about it. But thanks so much for the card, Jim Hightower. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Lover of tech is a family man with a wife and 2 kids. No way with a full-time job daily content is going to work, especially being on a desktop and not having a laptop. Yeah, it is not easy on families. Unless the families are like involved. And then, so here's another thing about daily content that I don't really like is that, everybody has mundane parts of their life. Some of us, have a lot of mundane parts. Like there's not enough exciting stuff to make at least in my life, there's not enough exciting stuff to make daily content about. So you start like stretching reality to like reach that content, and then and I'm not saying everybody does this, but like you start stretching, and by the time you know it, you're just like in this hyper.
It doesn't feel organic. It doesn't feel
it's
natural.
Not that. It's just that you start doing some weird stuff. Like, look at what happened to Logan Paul this year. Look at what happened. What was that channel's name? Where they were like, and I'm definitely not saying everybody that does daily content does this, but there was what was that one where it was like. They said it was like a prank channel, but they were like legitimately like abusing their kids.
The family that was like scaring their kids. And
but that was
their
daily.
Kids got like taken from them.
But they like you stretch it and you stretch it and you stretch it and so I think if daily content can actually be dangerous because you just I don't know. Rick Halber, $20 for the chair fund. Agreed. Fund. I agree with you, Rick Halber.
Whatever. These chairs will just go in our bedroom then.
Just as long as they're not on live TV.
What? No, you guys.
Video. It's terrible. I hate them. Joe DeLeon, I was looking at reviews of Canon M50 and was very entertained, hooked, and then inspired. Well, thanks so much. I did sell the Canon M50 because it didn't do the slow motion I wanted out of like a B camera. That's why. So I'm trying out this. Watch your head again.
Oh.
So my current B camera, like I mentioned, is the Sony RX100 Mark VI here. I've actually, today, if you saw it on Twitter, I'm having a fight with FedEx because apparently next day shipping means like 5 days later.
We're about to chase after the FedEx driver today.
I've been angry about that all day, but I've got the 5 Alpha coming too. So what I'm looking for is like a camera that I can do all of like my out of studio stuff with some good slow motion for some B-roll shots. And I'm going to Photo Plus Expo in October. If you're going to Photo Plus Expo, let me know. Maybe we can do like an everyday dad luncheon or something where we all just kind of hang out. So I'm also going to do my first like expo where we, but this, I'm not sure that the Mark VI is going to do great in that because it's not the best in low light. And I don't think like any convention I've been to before has never really had like great lighting. So I may go back to the Canon M50 because I loved that Canon M50. It was really great. Help at home $5. Great stream. Gary, keep wondering why I've lose Timmy forever.
Yes.
He's
a smart man.
I only made that one video, and I still don't think it's a terrible video.
We all voted last time.
I'm proud of that video.
That video had to go.
It's still there.
When you become famous, they're gonna like unearth it and be like, "Whoa!" It's like one of those like things you're like, "Hope no one sees this."
Yeah. Bill, Utah. It is in October in New York City. I'm very excited. It's going to be like my first time. It's going to be my first time. Like I've been to, conventions and expos before, but I've never like gone as a YouTuber trying to like talk to brands, see like what kind of new gear's coming out, and maybe film it, make some videos about it. So I'm trying to travel like as light as possible. And if I could get a small point and shoot to work for that, it would be, it'd be awesome. It'd be awesome. Hey, has anybody talked about what kind of courses they would like me to make if they want me to make courses? I haven't seen anything. So we talked about me making a Skillshare course or something in the future. We're not going to be able to dig through all of these comments. If you are interested in that, or if you are interested in me making one, like shoot me a Twitter DM or tweet at me, just like something you'd be interested in me making like a long form content about, because I'm not going to do it unless there's like a want for it, because it will take a lot of like... So I can't take time away from work because, the family's got to eat and we got to have a house to live in. I'm not going to take, I can only take so much time away from YouTube before the quality of the content starts going down. And I really don't want to take away from the family or my personal health because I did a run today and I felt really good about it. So if you're interested in it, I gotta have there's got to be some people to want it.
Family of 5 says they want a video on scripting.
A video on scripting, okay. See, the problem is I got to start making these Twitter videos because I was gonna make a Twitter video on the teleprompter. There was another thing that somebody asked me about, so I want to start doing smaller videos that I don't think would do well on the channel, but people ask about, and make them a minute or 2 minute videos that go up on Twitter. Maybe that'll light. Somebody said about lighting, scripting, something like that. Okay, so we are at an hour and 5 minutes. We will do 5 more minutes. So if you have any last questions, shoot them over to @WonderWife, and we'll get to them.
Nikolai, you're a problem solver.
What's up?
He says you should just vlog jogging. So you get your workout in and you get your video.
So another one of my early videos was top 5 tips for running your first half marathon, where I basically vlogged while running a half marathon. It was terrible. It was awful. I was dying. I mean, I think I had a pretty good time.
You did it. You were at the starting line and you talked and then you ran, you talked and then you finished and you talked and you didn't die. Good job.
Almost died though, but so it was
good job.
It was pretty tough. It was.
Oh my word. We're not shredding the chair.
No, Utah. I'll be in New York on September 29th. It's not going to be. It's October 24th. I want to say. I think it's October 24th. It'll definitely be the first time I'm there. The first time I'm going. We're gonna try to go to New York for our first trip. I want to go to B&H. The place I spent so much money at. I'd actually like to physically go there. I think we're gonna go there sometime in August. I don't exactly know when.
Jim says we don't need a house. Camping is fun.
Yeah, I do have camping stuff.
And
I don't
you
have enough for you,
enjoy the outdoors.
The mosquitoes here, nope.
Maybe you can do a vlog on that for a week.
Nope.
Bye.
Casey, visuals at the Everyday Dad. What's your mile? I generally will do. When I'm racing, I'm not a pace person. I'm more of a heart rate person. I try to go off heart rate, but I can generally keep up a 7-minute mile. When I'm doing shorter races, I aim for a 6-minute mile. But
you're fast.
But we'll see. It's all right. But it's not as good as it used to be. Okay. I am Wedge. Shall I start a GoFundMe account for Shred the Chairs?
I said no. Don't you cackle at that?
That's pretty good. Mark Catardo, wait, you're getting back into running for fitness and going to New York City in October, or are you hoping to bump into Casey? I am not going to be running in New York City. I don't know where to go. I will get lost. I'll probably get hit by a car. I'm just going to try to not get run over by anything while I'm there. So look, guys, I'm from it. There are one
stoplight?
I think they have 2 now.
Bless.
I mean, I haven't been there in 12 years. So I'm from a town. When I lived there, I have 30 times the amount of subscribers. No, I have almost 40 times. My subscriber base is 40 times larger than the town was when I lived there. So I'm from I've never been to a city as big as New York City. So I'm trying to not get run over by a car when I'm there. That I will consider that to be a success. I still don't know how, so I'm my hotel's in New Jersey, and I got to get it's only 2 miles away from the convention center, but I got to figure out how to get on the bus to get from my hotel to the convention center. And this probably sounds like people are this guy is
it a bus or a subway?
It's a bus. These people are probably yeah, what a yokel. I don't know what I'm doing. I just have to, if I can make it to the convention center on the first day by riding a bus, that will be a success for me. And then if I can find my way back, double success. Double success. Ooh, or Uber. That's a good thing too.
Yeah, don't walk anywhere. Just call somebody. Call a stranger and they'll put you in their car and then you pay them for that.
I was gonna do my very first Airbnb. I've never done Airbnb before, and there were some very reasonably priced Airbnbs in New York City. But I'm probably gonna be bringing a lot of camera gear, and I don't just want to leave the camera gear in some random person's house. So I got a hotel room so I could secure my stuff. All right, everybody, we are coming up on an hour and 10 minutes. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining us for Pillars of Action. If you're still watching, the 52 of you still watching here, and you're a content creator, go out there. You cannot do YouTube wrong. There's no way to do content wrong. If you're making content, you are succeeding. You're doing it right if you're doing it, so long as you're not doing like illegal stuff. Don't do illegal.
Don't point at me and say illegal.
Stuff.
I've really done well. I haven't cursed on this show one bit because I'm a lady.
If that is actually surprising, because one of us curses all the time, and it's not me. It is not me.
Look, I'm from Cleveland. It's like very common, and it just comes out. My family's very...
I can always tell when she's been hanging out with her family, because I don't want to say it now either. But thanks, everybody, for watching. We will catch you next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern for the very next Pillars of Action. You're supposed to... I'm not ticklish. You're supposed to... Action. Thanks, everybody. For me, the Everyday Dad, and...
the Everyday Wife.
Okay, that's just what you're being called then. That's just what you're being called now, the Everyday Wife.
Spouse and...
I'll get called a misogynist just because you're the Everyday Wife. That's fine. I'll live with
is that why?
People
call you that?
Yeah, all the time in the comments.
Who is?
All the time in the comments.
Our friends?
Not in these, like, afterwards, or when, like, there's videos where I'm talking about the Everyday Wife, they're like, oh, you mean the Everyday... She should be the Everyday Mom.
Okay, I'll just be the Everyday Mom, but...
Okay.
But
I called you that for, like, 2 months, and you're like, well, just call me whatever.
Well...
Okay, so what do you want to be called? I don't care. Just people say all sorts of mean stuff to me in the comments. I get used to it.
You do?
What do you want?
You do have a thick skin.
What do you
I
want
try
to
to
be
never
called?
read the comments, you guys. I responded one time to a gentleman, and he was like, oh, you're real. You do respond. And then I was like, oh.
What do you want to be called?
Okay, to save you, because I love you so much, I'll just be the Everyday Mom. I don't want anybody throwing words.
Okay, everybody, from the Everyday family here and the Everyday Life partner.
We can't wrap this up.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next Saturday. Hold on. How am I going to stop the stream? Okay, can we? Because the computer's over
there.
You
guys, we love you. Thanks for coming out. Always make me laugh.
It just stopped working.
But look, good luck to you, Lindsay, if you decide to vlog. We're so glad to see you, Maxwell's.
And